Okay, here's a quick tutorial. I'm going to totally forget how to do this in a couple days. So getting fur from Clo3D into Unreal Engine via LiveSync. I have this project and I found some documentation adding fur. It's a little bit vague, but it's from Clo3D. One of the big things that they mention in here is in your Clo model, sorry, let me come to it here. Make sure that the fabric material is on fur render only. I didn't have any luck with that, so I'll just show you my workflow. Anyway, I have 4 different types of fur on this project, and for each one I went in and I made the type fur, and I made sure that it's fur strand right here. So under material, fur strand, and we're good to go. And save it, make sure simulation isn't on, and then over here I have the latest version of LiveSync hooked up. I'm in 5.5 and this works in 5.6. I'm in the Clo3D LiveSync window. For this garment I don't have any animation, and I've done this a couple different ways. I've included the avatar before, so I just brought this garment back in, and I brought it in as a single object, thick, with garment simulation data, and that seems to bring in the very crucial Groom asset that you need. So let me show you what it looks like in the content drawer. I've already updated, and then I saved, and then it created this folder with all of my assets in it. So when I did it as multiple objects instead of a single object, I got all the static meshes for all of my patterns here, which I thought was going to be okay, but it wound up also bringing in that many grooms. It makes this grooms folder, and there they are. So I brought this in as a single mesh, and here's what it looks like. It created this folder, and I have the static mesh for the object right here, which you can just bring into your world and orient it however you like. I've already done that, so that's this guy here. Let me select on him, and in order for these to function, you have to select on the static mesh or the geometry cache over here in the outliner. Go down to your details, click add, type in grooms or groom singular, and then add these, and you need 1 for each of the fabrics. So I needed 4 in mine. Here, I'll show you what I got. Click back on there. I have 4 different grooms. This one doesn't have a title right now. But what you then do is you click on each one and you assign a groom asset to it. So with it selected, I'll scroll down in here, and then you will find this little groom will be twirled up. Twirl it down, find groom asset, and then I think it's easiest just to search for it. Look for where you had just created that save location from Clo3D. You'll find the grooms folder and then assign one of these. So you can just do the usual select on it, come back over to the groom element here, or sorry, the groom asset, and then click and assign it. So I did that for each one, and now I have a groom asset that I can customize. And I'm going to tweak this a little bit further, but you can see here, let's do it for one of these others. I made this a little bit thicker, and I'm sure there's lots of settings I could adjust along the way. So if I say click on groom asset number 2, scroll down in here, and then all of a sudden you'll have these that you can check on, however, whatever ones you need. And for me, I just made it like 0.5, and I could change the scale of the thickness of the fur. So let's do this one last one here, 0.5. And now, all my fur is starting to turn on. I think I have one more to do maybe. So anyway, that's how you bring in fur via LiveSync with geometry cache files and static meshes into Unreal Engine via Clo LiveSync. Hope this helps you out.